think this is the meeting height. All right, we are live. What is going on? We are a little bit early. Um,
Yeah.
just about to be on time. But you know what? It's better early than being sorry, whatever the saying is. All right. Well, you know what it is. It is Wednesday, 9 p.m. PST. It is Hump Day Meet. My
Hump
name
day
is Hunter
meet.
Triller with my guy over here.
Just Andy, what's up, guys?
What up, what up? Time to put some lotion on.
What are you trying to do?
Just shit's getting dry in here, bro.
Man, I don't know if that's the kind of stream that we promote here.
No, it's been super dry over here. I don't know why, but
It has been,
um,
yeah, the allergies
yeah,
have been killing me too.
yeah.
Sheesh.
Oh, okay. So I'm not alone then. I've been having just funny.
It's been
Okay.
windy.
Has it been raining over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's got to be seasonal change or something. But well, it is October 15th, midway through. Can you believe it's less than
I know, man.
90 days end of a year? Less than 90. It's like 70 something days now, I
Where's
think.
it going?
I know, dude. It's crazy. The whole year gone, 2025.
Mm, Hold on, I'm setting up some couple of things here before we get
Yeah,
started.
you're good.
A pro would have done this earlier, but
It's all good. That's how we do it. A real pro just roll with the punches, man.
mhm. All right, here we
Let me
go.
make sure it's still, is it still streaming? I'm watching it. It looks like it was frozen for a
Yeah,
second.
looks streaming.
Is it still streaming?
I think so.
Okay. Mine, I saw it looks like it's frozen, but as long as it's good.
Hmm.
Let me just check. Cool. All right. What is new with you?
Not too much. Same old. All right. It's only a
Yeah.
week since the last time, so
I know, dude. But a week, dude. A week. A lot could happen in a week, man.
I don't know. Is anything new with you in a week?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Traveling to Vegas, another travel.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I've been working on launching my new business program, so been working a lot on that. It's been really exciting for that.
Cool, cool.
But yeah, that's a part of, I guess that's a part of entrepreneurship though, you
Hmm.
know. And then yeah, reaching out to a bunch of clubs since I'll be traveling to Vegas for work. I got
Oh
one
yeah.
good gig booked there, but trying to get more just to see if I can, just get some stage time there.
Nice. Well, I hope
Yeah.
it works out.
Yeah, thank you. And the baby in the belly is one week older. So
Oh, there we go.
yeah,
That's gonna be an interesting time when that comes.
I know, dude. It's crazy. We're just reading on some stuff about it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, Cute. All right. So there was a few clips I literally just saw. I thought was like kind of interesting, and maybe it's
Okay.
pertaining to what we're talking about here.
Yeah, let him up.
Yeah. So apparently there was a clip of Kristen Bell, the actress,
Okay.
that was like doing a podcast, and then it's like the Jada Pink Smith
Oh,
part two
the
with
red
white
table,
people.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, sheesh.
So
Okay, here we go.
where she was like, I guess her husband, they were like on the podcast together, and her husband was like, well, yeah, she was, before getting married, she was like very sexually active, blah blah blah. And then Kristen Bell was like, I wish I was even more sexually active, like, I wish I would spread my leg out a little bit more. And then I was
Okay.
like,
Let's
what
hear
the fuck?
this. Let's see how's it go. Let's see what this is about.
So let me see if I can pull it up. I think I sent it to our Instagram. Let's
Hmm.
see. And then I guess the people's comment was that this is the result of low testosterone or some shit. I don't know if it has anything to do
I
with
mean,
testosterone, but let me see if I can find it. And no podcast. Let me see here. Sleeping with what woman? Yeah, it was like a Instagram clip react, so I need to pull up the actual
okay.
clip. But yeah, what do you have something? And well, let's talk about that, right? Um, what would you do, right, if you're on a podcast with your girl, and then
Yeah.
your girl is like, "Oh, I wish I slept with women before."
Oh,
Yeah.
so specifically with other men, not just like
Yeah, yeah, no, she was like, I wish I like, make the rounds a little bit more or something like that. I need to find the actual clip.
Uh, I mean, there's that whole subject of do guys really care about body count? I think within a reason, like this is where I lean a little more left. Like I don't care too much more about body count than like those right. Like if
Hmm.
someone who lean more right, and the whole thing about, you know, one key opens many doors. That's their argument for the hypocrisy of it, right? So
Hmm.
it's like because yes, it is harder for a man to get laid
Yeah.
than it is for a woman to get laid. But the fact of the matter is you're still doing it. You're still getting laid and fucking pretty much.
Yeah.
So I see no merit in a man complaining about body count when his body count is high as well.
Well, I think there's two things we're talking about, right? One is the body count itself,
Mhm.
and then the other one is like in a setting of a podcast with somebody else, right? Like,
Yeah, so okay, so that's the
like,
subject of a body count, but then I don't know, that is kind of I guess in a joking way, but so,
yeah, I found a clip. Let me see if I can roll it real
sure.
quick. Let me make sure you can hear it. Sure, optimize. Ba-ba-dee, ba-beep, ba-boop, ba. Okay, boom. Let's see if we can see this. Uh, there you go. All right, putting it up. Do you see it?
Okay.
All right, so
They're in their PJs, very nice.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And again, I never watched the full clip or context
Okay.
yet, so I don't know what else, I mean, what his reaction is, but it
Hmm.
was just kind of interesting, right? And then,
Very sexually active. She was
Yeah.
very sexually active.
And
And she wishes she was even more sexually active.
Wait, what was that?
I just wish I butterflied around a little bit more.
We've gotten a lot older, and it's evident. Yeah, we've changed a ton, but for the better.
Changed for the better, but still hanging on to one regret, which the actress explained on husband Dak Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast alongside her Nobody Wants This co-star Justine Loop.
Okay, can I just say what everyone's thinking? Be my guest.
The on-screen sisters played podcast hosts on the show, but this time they were the ones in the hot seat.
On a
You
scale of
know?
1 to 10, how sexually active were you? In your 20s, I guess.
Well, what, I mean, 10
How do you say that?
is
10 is like
Jess.
having
Just say
sex
10.
and 0 is not?
Okay, okay, okay.
0 is no is virgin.
sex. Yeah.
10 is sex worker.
4?
Okay.
And I
Four.
just wish I maybe would have gone,
6.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I was at 6.
Nice.
Yeah, really good
A
stuff,
healthy
ladies.
6.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm
Really good
proud
stuff,
of you.
man. High five.
We have to be vulnerable when we don't want.
there you go. Anyway,
Uh,
so that was a
I
clip.
don't find that offensive,
Yeah.
right?
I personally,
Whereas,
yeah,
go
go ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
No, 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 go ahead.
Whereas I know if they said that on, those other podcasts that are pretty red pill or very right, it's like, oh, look at what Kristen Bell is saying. She wishes she was more of a harlot, more of a whore. Like, that's not what she's saying.
Yeah,
It's
that's not
just,
what she's saying. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have mixed feelings about it because like I don't think that's what she's saying, but then at the same time, it's also like it's just a little funny, you know what I mean? It's just a little funny,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I mean, so I can't remember who she was, but it's a woman reacting to it, and the woman was basically like, "This is what happens to men with low testosterone. It's like you're just letting that kind of stuff happen." I'm
I
like,
mean,
what does that have to do with?
I don't feel like she was disrespecting him. She's not like, oh, I'm like my husband is horrible in bed, so I wish I'm more sexually active
Yeah,
with other
yeah, yeah,
people.
yeah,
It's just, you see this all the time. People back then, at that generation, people are getting married super young,
yeah,
within their 18s or 20s. So they
yeah.
don't really get that much of a time to experience like other relationships or
Mm,
sex for that matter. I know
yeah,
people out there that have been in a relationship since high school
yeah,
and they've literally their body count is one or two.
yeah,
And I talked to them, both men and women. They're like, I don't, I totally love my significant other. I wouldn't change anything else, but I wish I had just, you know, gone a little crazier. You
yeah.
know
Well, no, I
what I
guess
mean?
the question is, how would you feel? I guess what do you think? Everybody is different, I guess. You know, like, do you think everybody just wish they were even
No,
more active? I don't think so.
No, but
You typically would think that's like a dude thing, but
no. I mean, I think women are just as horny as men.
hmm
That's a total misnomer
I
that
think it's
oh
more.
men just want one thing. Like women want just as much as guys do.
Yeah. Respect, you mean?
Of course, yeah, the
For men.
respect.
Yeah.
No, but in terms of sex, I think it's unreasonable for men to want a low body count when them themselves want to be this stud and sleep with a girl
Yeah.
once a week or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it goes both ways. Like yeah, just love your partner
Hmm.
the way, the way they are,
Now,
right?
on the flip side, if there was someone I knew that's like who slept with maybe like a person a day in college, I'm like, ugh, okay, maybe I don't want to maybe I don't
Yeah.
want to date that person, but there's a line, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. There's definitely a line. I mean, oh, here's a question. Would you be okay with be in a serious relate? Would you be okay marrying a porn star?
Gosh, I feel like every guy has had this conversation in the locker room. No. I don't think I
Why
could do
not?
it.
You a sexist piece of shit. I'm just kidding. What's wrong with a
Just
porn star, bro? No, I'm just
come
kidding.
on.
Yeah, why not?
And if all right, all right, there's two options here, right? One, she's not a successful porn star, so you won't have to worry too much about your friends or other people seeing them in public when you're walking with your girl. It's like, I
Mm,
remember you from somewhere. But at the same time, that means she's just sleeping with random dudes for like chump change.
yeah.
Or B, she is the bread maker. She's a millionaire porn star, which means when you are with your your girl in public, the guys are just gonna be always like, "Oh man, I know what she looks like under
Yeah.
that clothes." And I just
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah. That's funny. That's interesting that your perspective on that because for me it's actually more about well like my I will want my partner like I'm very lucky with my wife, right? Like, but if my wife were at like regardless of popular or not, a porn star,
Mm.
like I just can't imagine what our future kids are gonna have to deal
Well,
with.
that too, right? And that because once it's
That,
on the internet, it's always on the internet, and
yeah,
like I don't want to put my mouth on something like near another guy's junk, right? So
yeah.
I was just
Well, it's not
like,
like, but that's well, you know what I mean? Like, it's different thing if it's like an active porn star, like like if you're dating or if your wife is a
Are
is
you
an
saying a
active porn
previous
star.
tense? You mean would I date a
Previous, I'm
previous
talking
porn
about
star?
previous, yeah. That's a good clarification. Oh shit, the answer is changing.
Oh no, that's gonna be a per person basis, but I want to lean towards no.
Yeah. Let's say she made like enough money that you don't ever have to work in a day in life.
Nah, I mean I don't think that means then you're in like really famous levels and then you will be
Yeah.
recognized. Nah, I don't think I'd be comfortable with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I think same for me, I think. I mean, regardless, I would still want to, make money and provide
Hmm.
whatever. But yeah, I think it's more so like just think about like kids have to deal with that shit. It's
Yeah.
like it's hard.
But
Um,
I guess going back to that podcast with Kristen Bell and what's his name? Zach something?
yeah, I can't remember his name. But yeah, yeah,
I'm sorry about that. I should remember that. But yeah, I didn't see too much of a disrespect there. Um,
yeah.
if she
I
had
agree.
said something like, "Oh, I wish now I was more promiscuous
Yeah.
because, my husband's not giving enough of it to me." So then that's an issue.
Then that's different. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
Mhm.
I agree. Dex Shepard.
Dax Shepard, yes.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
pretty funny
yeah.
guy.
I think it's very different if she is straight up saying like,
Mhm.
I ain't got no little
Now,
dick, you know?
this
Yeah.
reminds me a little bit of Steph Curry's wife.
Mm,
Have you seen the news about that lately?
no, I have not. What happened?
She recently just went on to a the same the same podcast as Jada Pinkett Smith's The Red Table.
Uh-huh.
And she said something along the lines of, I never really wanted to get married. And I feel like I always wanted to be a career girl. And I feel like that's been taken away from me now.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
I mean, okay, I have to watch the full context, but
Yeah.
do they have kids?
Yes.
They have kids?
I mean, you can look it up for like,
Yeah,
hold on,
I'll look
let
it
me.
up. Yeah, yeah,
But that almost felt like on the lines of disrespect a little bit.
yeah. Well, yeah, we'll have to see how she says it and the full
Hmm.
context of it. But I mean, I don't think getting married takes away your.
And no, and here's the thing. Here's the
It makes
thing.
no sense.
She's
Getting married should
still
not
she
take away your
It
career.
didn't. It didn't. She still launched a successful like TV show and authored a bunch of books. But none of that happened till after she got married
Yeah.
to Steph Curry. And so she didn't have that platform until she had that backing.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's the way I saw it.
Mm. I mean, she could have been working on it. We just don't know. But
But she didn't,
either way,
none
yeah.
of it came to fruition until after the marriage, right? So where do you think they
Yeah.
got the capital for all that or the recognition for all of that?
Yeah, and that is hard to say, but it probably plays a big part of it. But for me, to say the opposite, right? To say that like, oh, hey, I got married, therefore my career is not as how I wanted
Right.
it.
Whereas you,
Like,
I don't
you
know,
know,
I can't say I'm not a fortune teller, so, but I want to say there's a high chance that maybe you would not have been as successful in those
endeavors.
avenues without those endeavors without that platform, without
Yeah,
that seed money.
there's a chance we will never know, but
Mhm.
probably. But yeah, I think to say the one way would be for sure. Like, it's not like. It's different if you're so like, okay, like not after having kids, right? Like it was more difficult than we thought. That's a different thing. But to say like my career was like I wasn't able to like be as career focused because we got
Yeah.
married makes no sense.
Hmm.
Yeah, literally
So
makes no sense. Yeah. But anyway, okay, interesting. All right. There was another clip I saw. This is funny. This is super random, but
yeah.
um, it actually goes to full context around how Um, you know how like there are people who like fetishize people, whatever.
What like yeah, what
A
like yellow
different race,
fever
you
or
know,
something?
like well, like there's some people who are like, I know a lot of personally, you actually know the person too. I know like this dude who's an Indian guy who was like just obsessed with red hair. I think we talk about
Oh,
that.
so then yeah, it's like the same thing as yellow fever, like
Blondes, yeah, or
guys that
whatever
love
fetish, right? Some people are into
Asians.
black
Yeah.
people, whatever. I don't care. But anyway, so this is a really funny video that is just blew up, and it's just like it's so funny because for me, I'm like, oh, genius marketing. So check this out. So literally, just this German chick, I guess.
Hmm.
She's literally posted like when Asians are my type, but I'm not theirs, and literally just flooded with comments of Asian. I, I want the comment be like, yo, just say like when Indians are my type,
Mm.
you will get so many followers, dude. You know,
This is
just make
this
one
is
video of every race. When black
this,
guys are my type.
this is such clickbait.
I know, dude. It's so funny, dude. And
Mm.
then and then all these people just go ham, and I'm just like,
Here's an
dude,
interesting question.
yeah.
Do you think an Asian guy posting something like this about Germans would get half as many as hits?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It only works with women. I think. Well, here's it depends, right? Like if I say like, oh, I'm into blonde hair, blue eyes, right? People are probably but gonna shit on me, right? But if I say like I'm into black women, but black women are into me, people are probably gonna be a little bit more forgiving for some fucking reason.
Uh, I
I
don't
think
know.
so
It'd be a fun
because I
social
think culturally, because
experiment.
it's more like right. Well, only one way to find out, Andy.
Yeah, just let's make that AI influencer.
Just post it. Just post a video of you saying like, when I'm into Asian, when I'm into black girls, but black girls are not into me. See what happens, dude. I'm curious now. You have nothing
Jeez.
to lose. Just tell your girl about it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Hmm.
Actually, maybe I'll talk to my I'll
Yeah,
talk to my wife and see when I'm when I'm into whatever girls and
yeah.
but
Well,
yeah,
that kid's not even born. You're gonna have to pay alimony.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll ask my Asian guy friends to post that. I think it all depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're a Simu Lu and fucking posted that, you will still, you know what I mean? But you will have to be Simu Lu. It's like that Chris Rock's joke about how like female beauty is so powerful.
Mm.
He talks about how like if Beyonce
Yeah,
is
was a
absolutely
McDonald's
gorgeous, right?
worker.
Yeah, if she
Yeah.
works at McDonald's or Burger King, right, she could still marry Jay-Z. But if
Mm.
Jay-Z works at Burger King, ain't nobody's gonna
Exactly.
marry him, you know?
I mean, it's true. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
true.
true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, so that's the two random clips. I mean, I have a bunch of other stuff, but this last one, and then you can share some of the. This is an interesting one. I don't even know who she is, but I don't know any of these people to be honest. But so this one is captioned for it.
Difficult lives than women, right? Women live a little easier, have an easier route. But men are the ones who create that easy route for women. Men are the reason we're able to live. So, how does a woman make a man's life easier? That's the question. That's the discussion. Let's talk about it. Men live much more difficult lives than women,
Yeah,
right?
that's
All right, right there is gonna just piss off a lot of people already.
you know, you know what?
I don't know who she is. Let's check her out.
These
I mean,
these there's a lot. Have you noticed the rise of the female influencers that are advocating men's
defending.
rights?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a
Hmm.
lot more of that. Yes, there's a rise. Okay, so that's literally. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I like her acting though. She was like acting a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, hmm,
So
yeah.
I think that's an easy way to get a lot of likes. Uh,
Yes.
just just be somewhat attractive and advocate men's rights.
What we could say the same thing though if you were just semi-attractive and advocate for a woman's rights. But then I think that's a little bit more like duh, of course,
Hmm. Yeah.
right? Like when you fight for men's rights, it's a little bit more like, oh yeah, let's go, you
Well,
know?
so I think it's a little more taboo fighting for men's rights than it is fighting for women's rights.
I think so, yeah. I would have to say I agree with that. Yeah. It's why is that? Why?
I mean, so look, it used to be a running joke, right? Back when isn't there like a National Women's Day or something?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
There's no, and then people were advocating for National Men's Day and be like, isn't the other 364 days of the year National Men's Day?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really see that way.
Yeah.
And then the other running joke was, it's National Women's Day, so remember, go out there and tell a woman to smile.
Yeah. I would say it's National Women's Day. Ladies, please go outside and hang out with other girls. Um, yeah,
No,
I
but
think,
mhm.
mm, yeah, it is a little bit more, I guess.
Like if I were to go out and say, we should, I don't know, that'd be an interesting experiment. If I'm gonna go out holding a sign for a
Yeah,
petition of men, like women's right activists, like
yeah,
just have some bullshit like survey or those, people who solicit on the side. Hey, we're
yeah,
raising funds for XYZ, it's a women's rights group.
yeah,
And then a week later, same spot. Hey, I'm raising funds for a men's rights group.
yeah.
I wonder,
No, it can't be a week later if you want to do like data property. It has to be like the same day.
yeah,
Um,
okay, sure. But you know what my point is.
yeah, yeah, I get the idea. It's the same social experiment as like when you see a man, it's like about to hit a woman on the street.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody swarm, but if you see like woman literally hitting the man and kicking them,
Like
everybody just
videotaping
laughs.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be on
videotaping is funny.
YouTube.
He must have done something wrong, you know. Which like it's a very I don't know if it's even complicated, man. I think it's pretty straightforward. It's like just don't fucking hit people in general,
Well,
but
so
you know,
that's the question. Would you hit a woman who started hitting you?
depends. Probably
Like
not.
with bad intentions? Like,
Start hitting me.
yeah, like
Um,
balling up the fists, trying to get you on the chin,
like
maybe even run at you with like a weapon, like a club or
a
something.
weapon is different. Yeah. If I'm by myself and she's just hitting me, I wouldn't fight back necessarily, but I would defend myself. Yeah, I would stop her from hitting me.
How would you do that though? What if just constantly coming at you?
Stopping.
No, like
If
just
it's like weapon. without
Not with
weapon or
weapon,
with
just like
weapon.
always just throwing fists at you
Yeah,
nonstop.
if it's like throwing fists and stuff, I would just chokehold, you know? I mean,
So
just
you put her to sleep.
no, I would stop her. What do you call a chokehold? Is that chokehold? But as long as she doesn't have arm, right? If she can't use her arm, then that's what I would do.
And as soon as she lets you go, she just comes back to choke.
I would
Like
disable her
you would
arm.
you would break her arm.
Yeah. No, 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 no. I would, you get the idea. I wouldn't
Yeah,
punch
yeah,
her
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah.
I would stop her from hitting me. Now, if she has a weapon, might be a little bit different, right? I would ideally try to remove her weapon and then do the same thing, right? If I could. Depends on what weapon. Now, here's the thing. That's if I'm by myself. If I'm with my wife and my kid and my dog, and you come close to me and you start hitting me, you might have some leeway, but after that, if you're getting too close to, my family, I'm fucking hitting back. You know?
That's fair,
Um,
but I don't see why you can't, why there's no reasonable amount of protection you give yourself. Why you just have to take the hits.
yeah. Well, no, I would do my best to like stop it. Like I wouldn't just take it. I wouldn't just be like just let her punch me, you know? That's what I mean. Like I would stop her. Um, but yeah, like if she gets anywhere close to my family, I'm fucking her up. I wouldn't obviously that's like, if she's actually assaulting me, right? Um, yeah, that's my principle, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, like if like for example, if somebody kicks my dog, I don't care what gender you are, like I will attack.
Well,
Like
yeah, that's fair, but I
yeah.
think you need to give yourself the same reasonable level of protection than your girl or your dog.
Yeah.
Because
I
guess what's gonna happen? She hurts you, and then you're no longer there to protect your girl or your dog.
yeah. Well, I think I see what you're saying though, right? Like it's not like I don't give myself the same level of like how should I say it? Like it's like okay, we're all equal in a sense of like I don't deserve to be hit, right? Just like anybody else who doesn't deserve. But likely if a woman just hitting me, right? Just with the fist, whatever, right? Like,
Mhm.
sure, there's gonna be some damage, but it's not the same damage as like you coming out and fucking punching me. You know what I mean? I mean, that's
Yeah.
just a fact, though. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Unless she's like an MMA fact fighter, right? Then I'll ask, what the fuck did I do to deserve this MMA
Well, then
fighter?
yeah,
You
you're
know what I
gonna be
mean?
in trouble anyway.
Yeah. So that I guess that's my thoughts around it, would you I mean, there's been so many clips I just like I'm not gonna lie, pretty satisfying to watch. There's like drunk girls or like women who are like just hitting men, just keep hitting, and then a man just fucking one punch and just fucking fly across the room. He's like, damn, Like and then the video is always like fuck around and find out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, I would like to hope that I wouldn't. But I mean, yeah, if you cross the line too many damn times,
Yeah,
if
exactly.
I can't stop you,
There's always a line. Like
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
said,
yeah,
I'm always gonna my first step is always to de-escalate. And
yeah,
I'm just not gonna go from 0 to blast you in the face.
yeah,
Right? But it's gonna be like 0 to 10, 20 to 30. I'm gonna give you plenty of chances
yeah.
to know that, hey, like
I will give verbal warning for sure.
exactly. A lot of verbal warnings, maybe a shove, and then if shove doesn't do enough, then
Yeah,
she's still throwing punches at me. I'm gonna have to, you know, protect myself somehow.
yeah, yeah. No, I think that's the right way to approach. I guess the short answer is like I wouldn't escalate to the same level of violence as her
Hmm.
right away.
Right, right.
Yeah, I mean, because our same level response is not the same level as, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah. That's right. I just said it's physically. Men are just stronger most of the time. Yeah. And I'm not even like in the best shape. I'm not like a fucking buff ass dude, but like I know for a fact that like if a woman of my size punch at me, right? Just keep fucking punching me. If I just fucking punch back, like I'm gonna do a significant damage,
Yeah.
you know? So
All right.
there's that. All right. Well, that
What,
was that
what,
was
what was that topic? I don't know how we.
yeah. How do we get here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
how do we
Wait,
get
by the way,
here?
hey, can you hear me okay still like this if I lean
Yeah.
back? Okay,
Hmm.
cool. Um, yeah, I think yeah, you were talking about hitting women that you enjoy doing that.
Yeah. Jeez.
Andy was talking about how much he enjoys this. Um, yeah. No, it's tough, man. Like it's also like, can you imagine like growing up in like a domestic violence home? Like if
Oh
your
yeah.
mom is always hitting your dad.
I mean, I think isn't domestic abuse on from females on men increasing as well?
That I don't know. Is it?
hmm It's just it gets less reported because what guy wants to admit, hey, my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mm,
It's like the sexual abuse, right? Like when Terry Crews, didn't Terry Crews get sexually abused, sexually
really?
assaulted? Yeah. You ever
From
seen that?
who?
Let's find out who. Terry Crews sexual
Like who the hell's gonna try to fight that guy?
a woman apparently.
Oh my God.
I was sexually assaulted by a Hollywood. Oh, is it a woman or a man? I don't know if it's a woman or a man
Mm.
actually. Uh,
Anyway, but
yeah.
actually,
Uh,
we never addressed the actual video, the one you showed. The girl, like
oh, that's what it was. Yes. So we were
what
talking
what do
about
women have to do?
yeah, like this girl was saying that uh men lives a harder life than
So how
women.
can women be make the lives easier
Yeah, and
of a man?
how can women make men's life easier? Okay, so I guess the first statement for me is I don't know if it's necessarily true that men lives a harder life than women. I guess it all depends on the context and how you define a more difficult life.
Right. There are different ways of there are different struggles.
Yeah,
Um, who would live the harder life? Single woman or single man?
a single woman or a single man.
hmm
I mean, as a man, I would probably go to say a single man, but different challenges again, you know?
Definitely different challenges, yes.
Yeah. Like if you're talking about like dating, right? Okay.
Oh, guys,
Like it's
100%.
not even close, right? Like
Right.
single woman, easy.
hmm
Dating, like I don't care how much complaint ladies have with being single. Like, dude, like
Yeah.
it's not even close.
Yeah. It's
Like,
just the options you have versus the options men have.
yeah, it's just not even close.
hmm
So in terms of just dating opportunities, it's not even close,
Right.
right?
hmm
But when it comes to like just life in general, feeling right, feeling safe and secure all the time, you know,
I still think guys have harder that way.
or feeling safe
No,
and
I
secure.
mean, at least look, though I think single women are thriving more than ever in the sense that they're beating us just in education in certain sectors, especially in tech. The wage gap is either gone or they start exceeding men.
Hmm.
So they're doing better financially, they're doing better educationally, right? So that makes men less financially secure.
Well, I guess which if that stats was true, right?
Mhm.
Wouldn't you say that's a matter of choice though?
Of what?
Of choosing not to, right? Like of guys choosing not to pursue more career or whatever, choosing maybe whatever, choosing to subscribe to OnlyFans and you know, do all that stuff instead
Now,
of working on yourself.
I don't know if that's the fact of working on yourselves, whereas just society shifting to a very um just trying to overcompensate,
Hmm. Yeah.
because society loves to go too hard into one extreme and then overcorrect again, like a seesaw.
Yeah, yeah, which is I think that's the natural
Mhm.
way of things. But I mean, if you're looking at like if you're saying like for example, we talked about this last week or a couple of weeks ago, right? Like if you see a homeless woman versus homeless men, you're gonna have different empathy towards a woman
Right.
versus a man, right? Women in general are gonna get more empathy and
Yeah.
what's
So
the
I
word, right?
think almost in
Than
every
men.
avenue, all things equal, it's harder to be a man than a woman.
Uh, that's a tough statement to say, man. If you're
There's just
if
more pressure on men. And then on top of that, more recently, there's a lot of voices saying that men aren't enough and why are they failing?
yeah, okay, so
So
go ahead, finish your thought.
I just think there's a lot of overcorrecting and it's um it's very commonplace to shit on men now.
Yes. Um, Here's my thought, right? I think it's also difficult, a little bit more difficult because for us to have like a clear perspective, right? Because both of us are straight dudes, right?
Hmm.
Um, and it's natural, only natural for us to be like, well, yeah, duh, like men live a harder life. Yeah, I mean, which like I agree with like it to a certain extent. You see what I'm saying? Like, do I think men's life in general are probably like the challenges that we face that nobody sees, the battles that we fight that nobody sees or hears about, or people see and hear and don't give a shit about? Yeah, plenty of those, right? Um, the same challenges if a woman face it, it will be a lot more empathy
Yeah,
towards it,
there'll be
right? Which
there'll
so
be some
that
more
part I
support, more
agree with.
empathy. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but then on the flip side is that like women have to deal with shit that we don't even think about
Of
as
course, like
well,
the whole
right?
like, men are
Mostly it's like
less,
safety. Yeah.
yeah, like physical safety. But even then, I don't know what the stats are on that. I know
Yeah.
like overwhelmingly majority of crimes committed against women are men,
Hmm.
and there's not equal amount of women committing crimes on men, like at least physical,
Yeah.
physical acts of violence. The most they'll do is like vandalism and stuff, like right.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I think that's a question we can ask the world, you know, to the world, right? Like do you do
well, if we're
for
gonna take
the
this out of America, then that's a whole different statistics. That
yeah. Yeah. Oh well, okay, that's maybe not the world, the internet,
because
whoever
you literally
whoever's
have
watching us.
people out there mutilating women out there just because they
Yeah.
did like something they looked at a guy funny. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So that's very different. But in America, right? Like in North America, um, yeah, I think that that's a hard question to answer, I guess. Like yeah, I guess the answer is like we just deal with different challenges. But as a man, like I would my natural incline is to say like yeah, like we live a better, you know, it's a
So
more difficult
the
life.
only argument I've heard from you so far
Yeah,
about women being
yeah.
more like having a harder life is the safety aspect of it, the physical
Mhm.
safety. But everything else, you would agree that men they're bearing a lot more of the load here.
I would say there's also other judgments and stuff, right? Like women having to deal with probably more judgment in general than men. Which, you know, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of times women judge women more than,
Well, yeah,
than they.
so I will say that that's not true. I met a lot of judgy guys.
Yeah.
Hell, sometimes I'm a little over judgmental too, so I can't really say shit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, we all
Uh,
are in some ways. Um, I'm trying to think what else. I mean, I wouldn't know in the workspace, but apparently, like statistically, women are doing better now, right? In the professional career and stuff. Um, so I think, yeah, that's probably the main thing. And again, I think we're two dudes fucking in a chamber, right?
right.
This would be a perfect conversation having with a woman that can give us, some insights. Yeah, that's a good question. I think we should put a pin on this one and see if we can get
Okay.
some insights or get somebody,
Yeah,
Uh,
when we have our guests, we can pose that
yeah,
question to them.
yeah. Do you think men lives a more difficult life or women?
Mm.
Um,
I would like
I
to see
think
what.
there's definitely a lot more unseen and unheard challenges and the battles that it's hard for people to understand, I guess,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
So that's a
Well,
little bit
let's
difficult.
save
Yeah.
that question for when we have guests on
Yeah.
our next regular format.
Yeah, yeah. That's a really great question. Like, do you think men or women? I don't think there's a right. Like, there's okay. First of all, there's no right or wrong answer.
No, of course not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is all
But
subjective.
it's very subjective. But I would think overall, um, we just different. Yeah, different
Mhm.
challenges. Okay. So now the second question she asked was, what does a woman do to make men's life easier? Andy, what can a woman do to make your life easier?
Shoot, man. I mean, that's not a very hard question. Just be the support at home, right? You're fighting all the battles out there. You don't want to come back to a chaotic house.
Yeah. Did you watch the same video that I saw? There was one video that was talking about how like like when you're in a relationship, when you're married or in a relationship, right? Like this woman said like the purpose of a woman at home is to create peace and respect and like
Oh,
a safety and peaceful home, right? Because how is a man supposed to go out there and fight battles every single day and then come home?
I remember something like that.
Yeah, yeah, and come home having to sit in the driveway. That's why men sit in the driveway, so
Mhm.
they can have that moment of peace after dealing with, it's so, it's so funny. It's so funny about the driveway thing because I never thought about it until I
That's
noticed.
like your isolation.
Yeah, dude, until I noticed. Every time I, go back home and I come back, and it's not even, sometimes it's not even like I just want
Mhm.
like peace away. I don't know. I just sit in the car, I'm just like, maybe it is. Maybe it's wiring us. We just need like that time of just doing nothing in the car.
You know, oh man, I won't say exactly which ex it is, but there was one time where me and my ex got into a huge argument.
Mm,
And it was like bad. It was one of the very few times that I actually was shouting. And I
mm,
don't shout that often in anger.
mm,
And so what I did was this is a way younger me. I just like, you know what, I can't be here. Um, so I just because we lived together. And so I just got a hotel room for the night and just stayed there to cool off for the whole night.
yeah,
And so
yeah,
that's my equivalent of the driveway, just like stewing in the driveway. I actually had to stew for a whole night.
yeah. It's hard, man, because like, um, I keep quoting stand up, and for those of you guys who don't know, I'm a stand up comedian, but Louis C.K. had a great bit, talks about how like
Well, you're about to get canceled.
he had no, 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 no. He was like, yeah, I'm about to. He was like boys, like he was like it's way more difficult to raise girls, right?
Oh,
Because
I know what bit you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
but boys, like, boys would just fuck things up, right? Like he would like
Mhm.
destroy shit, all that
Yeah.
stuff, right? Boys will fuck things up, but girls are fucked up.
Yeah, girls are fucked
It
up.
was like, let me
Yeah.
give you an example. Like they will psychologically fuck you up
Mhm.
and scar you for the rest of your
Yeah.
life. And
Mhm.
she was like, my younger daughter, right? Her toy is broken, right? So
Yeah.
instead of asking for help or whatever, she came to me and demanded that I break her sister's toy as well.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, it's funny as shit, but
Yeah.
women are naturally more inclined and higher have the ability to be able to um,
Psychological warfare, man.
stir up
Yeah.
psychological warfare, Yeah. And men are stupid enough to fall for that shit sometimes.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
I think going back to that original question,
Yeah.
what can they do? Just
No drama, man.
yeah, that's literally the biggest thing, at least for me. Just keep the drama low.
Yeah.
And if you try to bring up a conversation like you're feeling things aren't being brought up or
Yeah.
you're overlooking something, we can have a conversation about it, sure, but I don't need someone to go from 0 to 100
Yeah.
or even 0 to 50. Like, why can't we just have a slow, I know you're frustrated, so let's just talk it out versus why does this gotta be an argument now?
Yeah. Um, I mean, it's like there's so many memes out there, but people are like, it's like um, there's a funny video. I mean, we made one funny video talked about how like we're like traveling, right? I'm like carrying all the bags, so I have like literally no hand to hold her hand, right?
Uh-huh.
And then she was like, "Oh, you're not holding my hand, right?" So we're making funny, right? It's like, "Oh, like I'm fucking carrying all the shit. How am I
Yeah.
supposed to like?" It's still, it doesn't matter how much I do, it's still not enough, right? That's
Yeah.
kind of the joke. But then like the same style of meme or jokes people out there, like you just see all these girls talking about like, "Yeah, start a fight with him, like start a fight, like he must be like." Like start an argument like he's not thinking about you at all, he doesn't love you anymore. I mean, I know it's joking, but it's like at the same time sometimes like damn dude, like if some people take it so seriously, like you know
Yeah.
um it's like a I can't remember where did I read about it. It's and ladies tell us if this is true. Is it true that ladies need to have this sort of emotional roller coaster
Oh.
to, yeah, I mean it's like a fulfillment thing, right? And it's like naturally, I'm not talking about like just need to be dramatic, but just, what I mean, like just need to feel the feelings, right? A
Hmm.
little bit more. And sometimes just need to have, versus like dudes we're just like, you know,
Yeah, I want predictable and consistent.
yeah, like happy, sad, angry,
Yeah.
hungry, hungry,
Yeah,
hungry,
I know
hungry.
exactly that type of girl. I had a friend that was like that. She would literally it's like, "Oh yeah, this guy's super nice, but he's kind of boring." And then it goes to this guy that just treats her like shit. I was like, "Uh, why do you like this guy?" It's like, "Oh, yeah, there's really lows, but the highs are really great."
Yeah,
It's like, are the lows worth it though? I mean,
yeah. Oh, I guess, I mean, ladies, let us know why is that? Is that true? Like, does it require,
and then so
but
that's why one of the red flags I think to watch out for in guys is love bombing.
oh yeah, or girls too.
Yeah, but guys who love bomb, they kind of mastered the manipulation thing. So they know
Mm.
how to get that roller coaster emotions that a lot of those girls that we were just talking about
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
look for.
Well, how early are we talking about though? Love bombing.
Like week one, month one.
You don't think that would just be like girls just right away think that's a simp?
I mean, there's both of it, right? Some guys
It
just
all depends on how hot the guy is, how
right,
much
and
the
then
woman likes the guy. I
I
think
think
that's the
love
answer.
bombing is not really simp material. It's more just a bit. Well, I guess it depends on how they're using it. A simple love bomb versus trying to get attention versus like like a guy that's really manipulative can use love bombing to get what they want from a girl or
Well,
to treat them like shit and still keep them
well,
around.
love bombing just like being like very affectionate, right? Like and
Hmm.
being like very like, oh my God, you're like, like
Hmm.
like I think I fell in love. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
Right,
Like I
right,
can marry
right.
you tomorrow, right? Like just saying really sweet
Yeah.
stuff, right? Like very, right? Which is awesome. But I'm saying like I think, dude, like on a scale of 1 to 10, right, of attractiveness, if you're a 1 versus you're a 10 as a guy doing the exact same thing, right, a woman is gonna respond to it completely differently. You know what I mean? Like a fucking Brad Pitt love bombing you the first week, you're gonna be like, oh my God, like I'm fucking,
Mhm.
But if it's like, I don't know who's a whatever, Mr. Bean, right,
Mr.
love bombing you
Bean.
the
Oh my God.
I love Mr. Bean, by the way. But
Yeah,
but
that
yeah, I
guy's
mean, like if
hilarious.
he's like love bombing you the first week, girls are like, oh, gross, like what a creep, right, what a simp. I mean, isn't that?
I don't know. It depends how the love bombing is done too, because I've seen like good-looking guys that just don't know how to like act, or they just are unable to talk around women, so they come off pretty simpy, and that gets pretty boring for the girls too. They'd
Yeah,
rather just go out with some average-looking guy that treats them, that gives them that roller coaster emotions.
yeah,
Like, oh, I don't know what it is. It's just the drama of it that some of them like. I gotta ask my friend actually, like
yeah,
why she liked that relationship so much. I never got into it with her.
yeah. No, and again, ladies, let us know. I mean, I do believe that, and from the friends I've talked to, it's like it's like a thing, like I mean, look at reality TV, right? Like why does it thrive so much?
Mhm.
Because it's like just drama, and it's like you know
Right.
um
So I often say, great love isn't always exciting. In fact, quite often it's very boring.
Yeah, I mean, look at me and my wife, great love. Is it exciting? No, I'm just kidding. No, it's very exciting. Actually, she was just talking about like she's bored. Uh, she's like, I'm bored of this lifestyle. And I'm like, the fuck you talking about? You're
Uh,
traveling like every 2 weeks. We're traveling to a different place, and
mm.
it's like, you know. But there's something inside that needs to.
I'm not
needs
talking about boring in the sense of what lifestyle you're living. I'm talking about the boring of what to expect from one another.
Yeah. Um, I think when you have like deep and true connection and love, it's the simplest thing can be very exciting, right?
Right. Well, yeah.
So I guess it comes down to the partnership that you have.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what's
Um,
next.
all right, what are we gonna ask?
We got time for
Andy,
one. We got time for one,
you got one
probably.
more? All right, I'm gonna follow this chick from her account
Of course, for
for
research
science.
process. Yeah, right.
Yeah, for science, for studies, okay? It's very smart, man. She might not even be real, dude.
Like an AI thing.
She might even be a. Okay, she had book a consultation for what?
Uh-oh.
Fix your situation with her. Oh my God, genius. Genius.
Oh, so yeah, that's how this going on.
Genius.
Hmm.
Genius marketing girl. Kira, good job.
All right. So I see I didn't have a video in particular, but I have a Reddit post, a Reddit thread that I
All
thought
right.
was kind of interesting.
All right. Give me a second. Yeah, you go.
I'm not gonna share it. I'll
Oh,
just
okay.
read it out loud. It says getting approached. That's the title of it. It's under the topic or subcategory I need advice. It says, "Hi all. I know that men have been taught for years and years to leave women alone in the wild, but we really need to find some middle ground here because the apps are so trash and I never want to be on them ever again. I, parentheses 34F, am pretty conventionally attractive, fit, etc., but I've never been approached in public." And then she has a parentheses. "I've been told I have a bit of a closed off energy as an introvert." Close parentheses. If it wasn't a bar setting. Oh, so if it wasn't a bar setting, she's not being approached.
Hmm.
I don't drink much and I don't value drinking, so I don't want to meet someone at a bar. Are there ways I can seem more approachable? I will strike up a convo with a man if the circumstances are right, but they usually aren't. What signals what signals would you send as a woman or pay attention to as a man? And yes, I've been trying to engage in activities and hobbies to organically meet people.
Hmm. So,
So it's a woman saying that she wants to be approached more, which is interesting because the last, I don't know, maybe 5, 10 years, there's been all this message like, you're a pervert, you're like, don't approach. There's this fear of approach now because
yeah,
of all
yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah. It's like the same answer for me, man. Like she wants to be approached
Yeah,
more by the
mhm.
people that she is interested in.
And then on top of that, there's
I
this
mean,
one,
let us know, lady, if that's the case, right? Like again, if a fucking Mr. Bean come up to you and just be like, "Yo, what's up, sexy?"
and then she
versus
says, I will strike up a convo with a man if the circumstances are right, but they usually aren't. So then if they aren't, then why should the guy approach you versus you approach him? It's
say
kind
that
of the
one more time
same.
though. Could you repeat that?
I will strike up a convo with a man if the circumstances are right, but they usually aren't. So either way,
Or
he's not going to be able to approach you if the circumstances are right.
yeah, because how does he know is the circumstance?
Exactly. And then what signals would you send as a woman or pay attention to as a man? I mean, the eye contact lingering a little longer than usual with the
Yeah,
smile is always there, but usually even that
or
there's
be a
never
man, just
100%.
start talking to him.
Exactly. There's actually a very funny video this reminds me of. Here. Here. This is this is kind of what this reminds me of perfectly.
You sharing your screen or
I'm going to share sound.
close the porn, bro?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Give me 2 more minutes then.
Yeah, close all the tabs.
I know a lot of guys have trouble picking up on the signs of whether or not a girl is into them, so today I want to do a little quiz so you can see if she actually does like you, or even just how good you are at recognizing signals that you might be getting. Let's say you're in a bar and you look across the length of the counter and you see a cute girl who glances at you briefly, does a quick hair flip, and then turns back to her friends. Is she into you? Eye contact is obviously a good sign, but you really can't tell from this example. She could just be adjusting her hair and maybe she was looking at someone behind you. So let's say you're at the office and your cute coworker is waiting behind you to make some copies of whatever people make copies of, and she says, "Wow, do you think you could go any slower?" And then playfully punches your arm. Is she into you? Again, you can't really tell from this example either. She might like you, but she might just be giggling and punching your arm as a sarcastic middle school throwback. So really no way to tell. Okay, so let's say you're at the gym on the elliptical for some reason, and Cutie McBooty comes in and gets on the exercise bike in front of you. And then after 5 minutes, she looks back and says, "Wow, I'm so sweaty already. If only there were a way to get the same workout at home riding something else." And then gives you a wink. She into you? Yeah, I still can't tell with that one. Exercise equipment is pretty expensive, and maybe she lives in a small apartment and just doesn't have space. So maybe you find a good deal on rowing machines somewhere, you can show her the flyer. Okay, so let's say you meet up with a friend that you've had coffee and drinks with a couple times, and she says, "I had a lot of fun on the last few dates we went on." That's a good sign because she thought those hangouts were actually dates. So suppose then she says, "How'd you like to come back to my place and watch Netflix tonight?" That's another good sign. It's usually a pretty good indicator when a girl invites you to do something, especially at her place. So then let's say later at her house you guys are watching Wally or something like that, and she says, "I'm getting pretty bored. Why don't you come upstairs with me?" That's another great sign. She probably has something pretty interesting to do upstairs if it's better than watching Wally. So then after you go up there, all of a sudden she pushes you onto her bed, dims the lights, rips off her clothes, and you start having sex. Is she into you? Yeah, again, you really can't be too sure. It's pretty dark in the room, so she can't really see you properly. Maybe she's from Canada and was just being polite. Anyway, best bet is to just keep your wits about you and continue to look for signs.
True.
So like this it just reminds me perfectly because you can never be too careful as a guy because if you do
Yeah.
the wrong thing, you're
Yeah.
gonna be labeled.
Yeah. I mean, at any point it could be, you know.
Mhm.
Um, it's who was somebody was like it's like the greatest mystery of all is woman's mind, right?
So I've asked multiple of my friends that are females, like, would you ever want to start a conversation with a guy that you found cute? And they're like, oh no. Like, I'm like, what? Why not?
Yeah,
They're like,
because it's a man's job.
it's a man's job. I don't want to get rejected. It's like, so you think a man wants to get rejected?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, because yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, it's yeah. I mean, you and I are like confident men, so we don't really give a shit. But yeah, it's hard for a lot of women and men to do that, and um, hopefully women feel more empathetic towards men, how hard it is, you know? Like it feels shitty, man, to constantly getting rejected hundreds of times, you know? I
yeah,
mean, women get
yeah.
rejected in different, you know, I guess spaces in life, but
Mhm.
when it comes to dating, you know?
You know, I will say this much, just be comfortable with approaching, like
Yeah.
as a guy or a woman.
Yeah.
Um, there's a step-by-step thing that I gave my friend. It's like, hey, listen, you have this fear of approaching women. Cool. Let's not do that day one. Let's make that like a month plan.
Yeah.
So day one, I'm just like, just go up to a stranger, go up to a dude and be like, hey, I like your shirt,
Yeah.
right? Do that for a week. And then 2 weeks later, maybe go up to a girl, same thing. I like your shirt, have a nice day. So you don't expect anything. You're telling her immediately, I just wanted
Yeah.
to compliment you. I expect nothing out of this exchange.
Yeah.
And then week three, after you do that for a week, like once a day, then maybe you'd be like, hey, I like your shirt, and then have a 2 to 3 minute conversation and then just say, all right, have a nice day. Still
Yeah.
letting off the hook, no expectation. On week four is when you try to get the number.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Yeah, there's actually a week zero, which is get your shit together and dress nice and good hygiene.
Well, that's a whole
Bro,
different
like I
seminar.
cannot stand men or women who had bad hygienes, man. That is
Yeah.
the worst fucking thing, bro. Like, because just the other day we were on a plane and just this person, I don't know if it was a man or woman, just smelled so bad, and I hate it. You
Mhm.
know, it's like, like how do you, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like I feel embarrassed when I like if I have body odor or if I like sense that I have like a funny smell in my mouth, eating
Right.
onions or whatever.
Or
I
something else.
yeah, or something else after hanging out with Andy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, just how can people not be conscious of it?
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, that's a huge one. All right. So we got some interesting topics today that we got a one pin today that we want to ask our
Yeah.
guests on, like who do you
Mm.
think has a more difficult life, for the ladies, or the gentlemen? And
Yeah.
all right, well, I guess it's time to wrap the meet up.
So I have to meet.
Um, any hot takes or ending, whatever what do we call it? Statement? Ending
Ending
statement?
thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just 'cause on the top of my mind, just get rid of your anxiety approach if you're a man or a woman.
Mm.
It's very easy to do. I know it seems kind of scary, but even if even if you want to start at week zero, just reach out to a friend and be like, I like this, I like that, and then just get used to talking to strangers. That's all it takes. Because that's infinitely harder than messaging someone on your dating app, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. I guess piggy bank off that. Just like have try to have like um good conversation with people sometimes, like once
Hmm.
a week, men or women. Like and find the opposite sex. So it doesn't have to be like, like try to date whatever, but like I think for the ladies, like talk to guys. Like what's really on their mind, Like
Yeah.
how is he really doing? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I think that could be kind of interesting, and vice versa. Don't just try to like for dudes, don't just always try to get into women's pants. But um,
Yeah, leave that for like 80% of the other time. No.
yeah. But no, but like be genuine, right? Because I do
I don't
believe.
know.
I
Mhm.
mean, maybe I'm fucking corny as shit, um, but like if you're genuine and if you're genuinely kind person, like it's gonna show.
Yes, it will
And you're
radiate
gonna
through.
you're gonna make great connections either way. So cool.
All right.
All right. Well, that
Well,
will
keep
be
that in mind as you go to Vegas, Tony. Maybe you can
yes.
make
Yeah,
some,
I'm gonna have some great genuine
yeah,
conversations on the
in
fucking.
Vegas. Mhm.
Yeah. That's gonna be good. Cool. Well, we'll wrap the meet here, and thank you all for watching. And
Yep.
Andy can do the little. You want to do the little wrap up
Sure,
situation?
sure. Guys, if you like the content, feel free to subscribe and like. If you want to be part of the conversation, or if you have a suggestion of what you want us to talk about next, just leave it in the comments. Join us next week. Every week, Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
That's right. Every Wednesday, 9 p.m. PST, right here, right now. We're going live, and thank you all very much. We will see you next week.
Take it easy, guys.